Hey guys and girls, this is Ali Rashid with Solar Flare Trading. Haven't listed some videos here in a while, but I want to kind of do a fun little challenge dealing with crypto while I'll be taking $100 and just trying to get as much as I can. So probably like $100 to a $10,000 challenge, right? Whatever we can come up with, something fun that we can go ahead and partake with. The broker that I'll be using is BitFi. So if you want to go ahead and get signed up with them and follow along with me as we go, feel free to go in the link below and you will be able to join BitFi and take advantage of any type of codes and definitely support the channel by signing up through my link. But what I'll be doing here is pretty simple. I'll be trading off of the 1 minute and 5 minute charts, straight price action, trading and really nothing else, to be honest with you. No indicators really kind of going through this. We might add a few here and there, but really just going to be doing price action. And if we go over here to the corner, I'll look here and we'll look at the hottest, pretty much the hottest crypto. So BitFi is a crypto exchange, so I'll be trading crypto only during this challenge. And I'll look here and I'll see exactly which are the hot cryptos for right now. You can see all these cryptos are up 27%, 25%, etc. So some of these coins, I don't even have any idea what they are, right? Jelly USDT, HEI, USDT, etc. It doesn't matter. It's all about what coins are moving, whether they be moving in an up direction or moving down, right? So we want to look at the hottest plays and see go pretty much where the action is. And for those of you who might not know, with crypto in these exchanges, you can make money whether you're selling the market or buying the market. All right. So it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to try to record as many videos as I possibly can during the challenge. And then go ahead and post those. Of course, if I miss some days, I'll go my best to try to get you caught up. But I will be starting with $100, which you can see. Oh, I hadn't even transferred the money over yet, right? So if you go into here, let's go over and transfer. This will kind of, so obviously you're going to deposit in crypto only, okay, with this account because it's a crypto brokerage. They are US friendly. No KYC is needed, even though you can do KYC. And for those of you who are not familiar with KYC, that just means know your customer. So that means if you gotta, fill out different types of documentations, driver's license, etc. But with this exchange through BitFi, you don't have to do any of that. So I want to try to transfer this money over. So it's from my spot, and I want to send it over to my trading, yeah, USDT wallet. I'm going to do all, confirm. All right, perfect. So you see we'll be starting with $100. Just did the balance. And then if we go back into the charting, you will see, here we go. Available 101, $101.71. Available for the challenge. All right. So I'm gonna try to hold on here and come back when we get some plays. Maybe let's kind of go through some live situations here right now to kind of let you know a little bit how I go about this. So I'll go over here. This will give me a list of all the cryptos that they trade with, and they have BitFi has a lot of cryptos, right? So you're not going to have to worry about that. Only having just a few cryptos to change to trade. So let's look at Banana USDT. You can see this is trading up. All right, we got the chart, and one thing I do like, they do have trading view charts, so that's kind of cool. Um, let's see. Really don't see any action here. That's the 1 minute. Let me check the 5 minute chart. I'm not liking any setups on that. Let me check HEI. Let's see here. Okay, HEI. See that's popping up. I don't see any entry points as of just yet that I'll be willing to take. And go back to the 5. I do see a zone here that it could possibly break. Not sure what it's going to do on that end, but if I can mark it up, I do like this little zone here. That if it can break that, that could be a retest. See if it breaks, retest it, and keep going back up. So we'll just take a look out for that. And let's go back over here. Let's see what else we got. Fart coin. Let's see. Fart coin buys. I don't like any of these setups so far. Let me look at the 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. No, no setups. At least that I like to do. I like to use trend lines a lot as well during my trading. So I'll be instituting that along with some support and resistance plays, a little bit of everything. But really, my bread and butter is going to be trends, et cetera, that I'm looking for. And then nice little entry points here. I don't like really trading breakouts too much. Let's see. Okay, so jelly coin, no really good setups on that. All right. Okay. So pretty much this is the process that I'll do, just kind of going through the different cryptos that's gaining a large percentage. Because like I said, we always want to trade with momentum, whether it be positive or negative. Like I said, if it's buying or selling, we're still going to make money. Let's see, FX, USDT, nothing there. Okay, let me look at one more. Let's look at Peanut. I know Peanut's a meme coin. I do know that. Let's see. Heading down. So you can see Peanut on the day is up 15%. Okay, but it is trending down here now, at least according to the 1 minute. We go to the 5 minute chart. You can see with this big increase on the day, but there's really no setups for me to buy at this point that I would take advantage of personally. So I'm gonna go through a few other trades. Once I finally get a setup that I'm gonna take, then I will go ahead and be back and we'll take it from there. Nothing so far, but what I did want to do is kind of let you know with when you're dealing with the crypto exchanges, like BitFi, for example, one of the things you want to do is you want to go into here, you want to set your margin and your leverage. Okay, so you got cross margin and you got isolated margin. All right, so this is just something you need to be familiar with. Cross margin means that when you're doing across your whole position, your whole account size is out on for margin, right? So they're looking at your whole in my case it would be my whole $100 account, okay, would be up for margin, all right, at that point. And then if I'm doing an isolated, just my particular trade that I'm in will be isolated to that trade to determine my margin. So if my isolated trade, I'm only using, let's say, $10 worth of leverage on it, then only that $10 is at risk, right? Worst case scenario. And if I'm using cross, then that means my entire balance is at risk. So anytime that you're trading, whether you traded on BidFi or any other brokerage, I personally like to go with isolated, right? I don't want to have to risk my whole account on one trade, right? And then the leverage here from going from 1x, you can go up to 50x leverage with BidFi. I definitely don't suggest anyone go 50x um, unless you're just really know what you're doing. You've been trading for a while. But with my account being so low starting out, my trades are going to be very low, all right, in the beginning. So I'm only going to be only trading at 1x, all right, leverage. Max 5, okay? Anywhere from 1 to 5 max, but most likely probably just 1x. So in the beginning, a lot of the trades are going to be very small, $2 gains, $5 gains, $10 gains. That's what we're going to have to do until we build up the account to about $200, $300, and then we can start taking on a little bit more leverage at that point. All right, but in the beginning, it's going to be a little slow until we can kind of get the account ramped up. So that's one thing I just wanted to share with you. So if we go in here, let's say we go 1x and we confirm it. So now we have that isolated 1x already confirmed on our account. And then a lot of these trades I'm going to be getting into are going to be market orders, right? So you can get it, obviously, if you've been trading for any mid period of time, you know you have your limit order. A limit order is just simply where you're just going to be able to set the price that you want to go into. And then as soon as price gets to that point, you're automatically going to be entered into the trade. Market order is just you're wanting to get in right now, all right? So put me into the market right now, all right? So it's because of that, sometimes we might get some slippage. So we might not be able to get the exact point or price that we're looking at on the trade, but that's something we got to be up against because when you're scalping, you have to be quick. You really don't have time for limit orders, right? So you got your market order and you got your limit order, and then obviously you can set up take profits and stop losses here as well. So you can set up your take profit, set up your stop loss, on that end. So you'll have that. I'm probably not going to be using take profits and stop losses, maybe depending how the trade is going. I like to sometimes do mental stop losses, but I will do it from time to time because the market moves quick. So if something happens and it goes against me, I want to be able to get out. I don't want to hold on to a losing trade. So just want to go ahead and throw that out there really quick. But I think the most important part is just really coming up here and managing your leverage and your margin to make sure that's going to be isolated. And you want to have very reasonable leverage in the beginning, especially on a small $100 account, maybe one minimum five. I mean, sorry, maximum five, right? At least starting out. So I'm not. It's going to be nothing too big, but I'll be back when we get a trade. Okay, guys, we went ahead and took a buy trade here on Buzz USDT here, and let me see if I can pop up my, okay, all right. So you can see here we're in the trade right now. We're risking about $15 USDT at this current point. And while we're in this trade, I kind of want to just show you something here. Um, well, hold on. Let me just mark up my. This is where I'm looking to get out. This I'm going to put this my stop, right? And then I would like to see kind of where price will go on this. Maybe if I can get there, right before the high. We'll play it by ear. But just wanted to kind of show you something here. So this is what's called your liquidation price, right? So this is going to be triggered. If this hits, then I'm going to lose my entire $15, right? That I have liquidated, which is going to be 0.00020. So if you look over here, this is price is currently at 0.00810. So price would have to go against me a ton for me to get liquidated, right? For the full $15, right? You can see, right? I'm only up currently like I'm down 2 cents or up 3 cents or whatever. So that's just my first trade. It'll get a little bit bigger as I started getting a little bit more familiar with the platform again. I used to trade it back in the day and then kind of decided to come back to it. But this right here is pretty much the one thing you want to look at is your liquidation price. Because this is going to tell you if price goes that low, then you're going to lose your whole trade amount that you have that you're risking. And you can see my stop loss is here at 0.00791. So if we go into stop loss and put it in here, 0.00791, I think it was. I'll lose 33 cents. Okay, so that's a little bit too conservative for me, but as you can see, that's my stop loss. I put it in there. So if it hits the 791, then I'll lose 33 cents. But then again, I'm not making a lot of money either, right? So I went ahead and put in my stop loss already on this trade. You can see prices going up. So hopefully, I wish I would have risked a little bit more on that trade, but like I said, we're just starting off. I mean, I don't mind, if I'm going to lose like anywhere from $5 to $10, right? A trade. I'll even go as high as $10, for currently right now. But you see, price is moving in my direction. So we got a good little feel. Let's see, where do we get in at? Entry price was 0.00809. So about right here in this ballpark. All right. So it's looking good. So looking good so far for our first trade of the challenge. Luckily, this is not even going to be enough to buy me a stick of gum at the store, but whatever. It's not about um, as far as the amounts. It's really about your system that you have in place and sticking to your system, right? Period. So this is checking off pretty good. I like it. If this can close above this wick candle right here, we might be up for a little run. Because if we're looking here for the day, let me try to find a good spot to put this picture. See, it closed above it, so that looks good. As of right now, we're on Buzz USDT 5-minute chart, and then it's currently up. What is Buzz up on the day so far? I guess I can just type it in. BUZZ. 10.9%. All right, on the day. It's gonna have a big decline. Look at this big decline that it just had, right? Hopefully it's found the floor and we can kind of get up to where we're at. But this trade, I mean, it's so low. We're only up like 16 cents, within that. So obviously the next trade will risk definitely a little bit more. And one thing you want to pay attention to, because I was just about to get into this trade, this isolated and cross will change. So like if once you switch to a different pair, that you're going to trade, always go back and look. Because I was about to trade and then I noticed that it was on um, cross instead of isolated. Right. So you always want to make sure that that is corrected because each time you go to a new currency pair, it's going to switch on you. All right. So just be cognizant of that, that you're paying attention to it. So there's not going to be any big issues. But so far, we're in the trade. I mean, it's looking good. Like I said, we want to just really just focus on the system, really take good quality setups. Obviously, we're not going to be able to win them all, but let's see. The risk here, yeah, it's pretty minimal on that. So let's kind of see how that goes, and then we'll pause it and come back. Looks like it's getting ready to pop here. We got a 1-to-1 ratio for the trade, and I already got my take profit um, in as well. So I shouldn't have to get myself out. As soon as it hit, it should pop. As soon as we get a good feel, and we'll win our little 33 cents, right? We're going to be rich after today, man. I'm telling you. Let's see. Um, and then also, a good note is what I like to do, because I'm looking at a lot of cryptos here. So I like to start looking at cryptos I've been marking up. So I marked up Plume that I want to go back and take a look at once this trade. So as I'm going through them and marking them up, I'll just make a little note on my little sticky here for me so I'll know. So we just got out the trade. And if we go back over here, so that was a win for us. Balance at 101.98. If you go down here to your trade history, you can see the trade setup, how it is. I don't really like their trade setup here because it's kind of every, excuse me, it's kind of everywhere. It's kind of hard to tell, kind of what you did. Uh, Looking over here, it looks like because you got, of course, the buy that we took, and then the sale came in of different parts. But I think it was like what 20. It should have been like 33 cents or whatever, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and look. Oh, here we go. So we got our trade. We won 26 cents, okay, on that trade. So we had some closing fees and opening fees there that took away our little pennies on that trade. So let's go ahead and look for the next. I was looking at Plume. Um, Let me kind of go back and see what Plume is doing right now. Let's see. Keep forgetting I could type this in. Let's take a look at it. Up 9% on the day. Okay. Plume is looking looking all right. It's kind of losing a little momentum. If we go to the higher time frame, let me see what it looks like. Okay, all right. So we got a good strong pop up here for the day when we go to the hour chart. So that looks good. And then if we did our fibs on this to see what possibly it could retrace back to. Thought I had that if we do our fibs. Okay, so it hasn't hit that 50% or that 61 point, that golden ratio zone yet. So it still might come back down a little bit. I might be looking for buys in this level, depending on if the percentage is still going to be up for the day. But that's just overall. So I'll go back. Let me get this off. Go back down to the 5 minute, what I was looking at before, and we'll wait that out. So let me go ahead and go through some more trades here and see what else we can find. Okay, I think I got another trade we're about to do here. It's looking like a possibility. We're gonna isolate it. 1x. Looking at fart coin. It might be able to turn over, but let me just go into here. So we're gonna go over the quantity here, USDT. We're just gonna put in $50. So we're gonna risk $50 total on this trade. And then we want to get in at a long. Okay, so looks like it's hitting our zone. I want to see it close, so I just want to wait a little bit longer. Now we're on the 1 minute chart, so I want to be a little bit careful before I get in and take this long. And let's see what we got here. Let's see how it's going to close. Let's see what you're going to give us. You know what? I think I might be risking 75 on this trade altogether. Let's see, my son is in the background here, moving around. Okay, so it's touching. It hasn't broke yet. So still gonna have a little patience here. Let's see what we could do. Get a live entry here on the screen. Okay. All right. So this is kind of fizzling a little bit. If we go, let's see, what is this up on the day? 17%. So not bad. Let's see what we gonna get here. So we got the first touch point, second touch point, and okay, see, starting to trend down a little bit. If I take this to the 5 minute, let me look what it looks like on the 5 minute. Yeah. So didn't get in there. Let me go back to the one. Okay. Not sure if this is gonna get a break. So let me go ahead and I will pause it and I will come back if we get into the trade. Hey, looks like we possibly gonna get a buy here. Let's see how this plays out. Come on. It's teeter-totting around here at this level. Like it's actually showing some resistance. We might want to pass. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, because we can get a pop. I mean, that's what we definitely want to. If it can close above that trend. All right, see, it's closing right on it. I'm gonna take the buy. All right, we confirm that. So I'm gonna enter the trade. If we go down here, let me go back to my open positions. All right, so we're in the trade. I'm gonna set my stop loss, which is gonna be at the end of this candle here. So that's gonna be 0.2898. So 2898. All right. Okay, so that's gonna be, oh, it's still 38 cents. Jesus, I thought we were doing some more. Might have to bump up my leverage a little bit so we can get a better entry there. But let's see, we got in at 2913. Okay. Okay, and then our stop is at 2898. There we go. Almost close to it. 2898. There we go. So it looks like we're about to get stopped out. Here, let's see. And we should be out. There we go. All right, so we're out. So that wasn't successful on that. Looks like it went ahead and pinned us out. I might enter this trade again if we can get a little bit more momentum. Maybe uh, on this far coin starting to lose a little bit, but nothing major. So we'll go ahead and pause it and see if we get another entry later. Looking to take a buy on Plum here if we can crack. Let me see what we're going to be looking at. Risk rise. Um, what's my TP at? There we go. We do advance. What's this? 14736. So we do 14736. Oops. Oh, that's only $1. Okay, we will lose. So we need to go up a little bit more on our leverage. So we're gonna do, let's do 10x. Cause now, let's see, 14738. Come on, where is it not pulling up? Oh, don't know why it's not pulling up. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. So we get ready to take this. Oh my gosh, come on now. All right, we got a minute left for this candle closes. I kind of like it. I'm gonna take the buy. All right, so we're in. Okay, we're in the trade. Entry price was 14937. All right, 14937. Trying to get as close to this as possible. It's close enough. And then they'll do to get a 1-to-1. Okay, it's already on a 1-to-1. So we need to get up here to 15138. I might get out before then, but let's just kind of see how it plays. Let me put in my stop loss 14728. All right, so if we lose this trade, we lose $1.39. All right, not life threatening. All right, and then of course we put in our stop, in our take profit 15139. $1.35. Close enough. And so we got our take TP and our stop loss in. So we'll wait. Let's pause it, see if we can get on that trade. So that played out for us pretty well. Nice little 1-to-1 ratio on our return. And how much did we make on that? So that was $1.37. So I think I'm gonna end it for tonight. Put the little one to bed, and then tomorrow I'll get back on, get a little bit more aggressive, a lot more aggressive tomorrow. But so far, let's see, what are we up today on our little gains? So what we had like $1.37 plus 26 cents, minus 0.48. So we're up $1.15. So 1%, all right, on the day. All right, so we'll go ahead and get back at this tomorrow. See about making some weight and but a nice little entry for the first day on the challenge. Nothing too crazy. But tomorrow I will go ahead and definitely leverage up a little bit higher to take on a little bit more risk. So we're not going and doing this challenge when I'm 90 years old. Okay, so I'll go ahead and talk to everyone tomorrow. Take care.